The new look Brooklyn Nets kick things off at home. You see Mikal Bridges, Cam Johnson coming over in the Kevin Durant trade. They're at home in the Barclays Center as the Nets host a really good Philadelphia 76ers team. And how about the new guys getting to work? Okay, so y'all wanted Kevin Durant over me? How about Johnson with the three and then Bridges with the steal and score? Dorian Finney-Smith came over in the Kyrie Irving trade. He ain't playing no games either. He knocks in a trifecta. Problem is, the Nets had to deal with this man named Joel Embiid, and he's a handful. Bridges knocking in the three. The Nets are up 6. First game out, looking good. But what you gonna do with this dude, though? Nicholas Claxton having a Defensive Player of the Year caliber season. There is nothing Claxton or anybody else can do to stop Embiid when he's knocking in threes like that. But hey, you can steal the rock from Embiid. The turnover leads to the new Nets. Out in transition, and Finney-Smith throws it down. And then, hey, again, you can't block his three-pointer maybe, but Claxton blocking Embiid from the mid-range, and then Claxton running the floor and getting rewarded for his hard efforts. The alley-oop, Spencer Dinwiddie on the lob. Bridges, another jump shot. 12 points for Cam Johnson, 23 for Bridges. Joe Harris still left over from that original Brooklyn regime. He knocks in the three. Nets sitting pretty, 6 minutes to go at home. The big two in Philadelphia's got something to say, though. It's Harden inside, and then Embiid lining it up, fading left. It's a 1-point game. Does Brooklyn have a response? Yes, they do. Spencer Dinwiddie's been a net before. Right back to work. It's Dinwiddie down the lane and showing you that he's got the game. It's a 1-point game in favor of Brooklyn. Harden's going to miss. Embiid's going to grab the offensive board and get fouled. The big fella will go to the line and make 2. Now the Nets need a bucket. Mikal Bridges gets a good look at game, but it's no good. Claxton cannot gather Bridges' miss. To be fair, it was just a tough shot to Tom. Harden gets fouled, goes to the line and makes 2. Last chance for the Nets is Spencer Dinwiddie from the logo to tie the game and force OT. No. The refs will review this bad boy, and it's clear as day. Still in Dinwiddie's hands when time expired, which means the Nets lose. And the new debut of all of their guys by 3. They were a very competitive team against Philadelphia's. The Sixers escape 101-98. James Harden had some very interesting comments, right around this game against his former team, the Nets. I want to read a little bit to you. James said, "The reason I made the decision to get out of my comfort zone, which was to leave Houston and do everything I could to get out, was to come and play with KD and Kyrie. With that being said, that didn't happen as much as I would have liked to or how much the organization would have wanted to. It's just something I knew that wasn't going to change." It's interesting. He went on to say, there was clearly a lot of dysfunction, but it was a lot of internal things that I'm not going to ever just say, put in the media or anything. And that was one of the reasons why I chose to make my decision. But now fast forward to date, I don't look like the crazy one. Harden is trying to tell y'all something. He's got like the get out look on his face. He's trying to save face. And I really salute Harden for this, right? He being loyal to somebody. All right, I'll just tell y'all this. I don't have any loyalty to either of these gentlemen involved in this one. I think he's trying to be loyal to Kyrie. I think he's not trying to throw Kyrie under the bus. I might be wrong about it. It could be Kevin Durant or it could be somebody else. He's clearly trying to say, bruh, there was problems that I just didn't feel like dealing with and I wasn't going to deal with that I don't believe were fixable problems. Like Harden was in Houston long enough. He even dealt with Russell Westbrook for a year. For him to say enough is enough, there was clear as day something that he felt needed to be addressed, and either he didn't have the patience to do it or he felt like even his most patient version of himself couldn't get it done. Now, there are some reports out there that, and these are, just reports, so, go forward with it as such, that one of the games Harden didn't like was against the Cavaliers in Cleveland, where Kyrie, who not every game does this, but every now and then he would spray, he would spray sage. Apparently, he feels like there's like some demons or something left over from his tenure in Cleveland. The Cavalier fan base, alongside the Celtic fan base, they often boo Kyrie, when he returns back to their buildings after the way he left. And by the way, the Nets are going to join the list of teams to boo Kyrie. So get that sage ready, because they're going to boo the hell out of you, Kyrie. The first chance you get back to Brooklyn, they're going to boo the hell out of you. Apparently, James ain't like that much, or he's just kind of like, yo, what is this? That's a report. I can't verify that. But that is Harden's trying to tell you something, man. And by the way, I don't know if Harden's going to be in Philadelphia past next season. If the Sixers get eliminated in the first or second round of the playoffs this year, he's somebody that I want to believe might be available. I do believe it. I think there's a chance the bearded one could be on the move again, but we shall see. Let me know what y'all think about James Harden's very short tenure in Brooklyn as a Net.